A lot of us believed in the system. It told us to go to school, get a degree, and you'll get a good job. It told us, if a natural disaster happens, we'll take care of you. But where was FEMA? The system told us to get some insurance because that's going to help you. But how many know that a lot of us still are stuck with medical bills, even though we have insurance? We've been in this system for so long, it feels all comfortable and cozy. Like I'm out here driving 5 days a week and I drive 130 miles a day. But let me tell y'all something. Today I drove 220 miles today. And I'm going to tell you why at the end. Y'all know when I'm driving on the road doing those 130 miles, I often think about like some of the mindsets that keeps me trapped. And in today's video, I just want to talk about how we got trapped in this mindset and how we can get out. I'm going to tell y'all a quick little story like when I was growing up. And while I'm on the road, these stories come to mind. I was thinking about like how my grandparents owned all of this land. See, my grandfather, he served in the military and he worked a manufacturing job. My granddaddy used to chop wood and sell the wood. He also raised rabbits and would sell the rabbits. My grandparents had so much land. They had so many fruit trees. I can't even count all of them. And then my great grandmother, she lived next door and she had the biggest property. She had chickens. She had geese. She had hens. And, she would sell the eggs. And she had this plum tree, y'all. I don't know the name of these plums, but the inside of the plum was like a dark red. And that plum was so juicy. I don't even know I haven't even found a plum that tastes like that, but it was so sweet. And my great grandma, she used to sell all of her fruit and the eggs. And she also was the candy lady. So she was always making money. So as I'm driving, I'm realizing that my grandparents had the right idea. They were self-sufficient. Even though my grandfather, he still worked a job, he still had land that can sustain him like if something happens. And while I'm on that road, I think about how the system told us the only way you could be successful was you needed to get a degree. And I'm not saying a degree is wrong because a lot of people are successful with a degree and they're doing well. But I'm talking about the system made it seem like farming wasn't glamorous. Like who wants to be herding animals and picking weeds? That's not the glamorous life. It made it seem like don't nobody want to do that. That's not the soft life. And it just made it seem like those things were not valuable. And we needed to go in those offices and clock in and clock out. That was professional. We need to go in and compete with other people and get this real big title. That's success. And nothing's wrong with that either, but we still need something to sustain ourselves when the system fails us because that's what it usually does. So I have these thoughts when I'm on the road. That's why I think about possessing the land. He wanted us to possess that land. The children of Israel, they were sustaining themselves from the land that was given to them. They were herding animals. They were producing crops and fruit. And that helped them not to fall victim to the system. That's why I like to watch a lot of homestead channels because I think homesteading is biblical. To have your own land and to grow your own crops, that's a blessing. That's coming from your land. And let me tell y'all why I drove 220 miles today, because a lot of people be telling me, you need to do some carpooling with your coworkers and that'll help you to save gas. But let me tell you, I'm a social worker, so I still have to go out and do home visits when there's an emergency. So I still have to go out and provide information and help people. As usual, I drive to work, which is 65 miles away. And today I had to drive out 75 miles to my client's house to give them some information. So in total, I had to drive 220 plus miles. I don't know the exact, but it was over 200 miles. And so when I'm doing all that driving, I have so many thoughts. Like, what if I would have betted on myself? The gifts and talents that I have. without depending on the system. The system encourages us to buy products that we don't need. I mean, like all kind of stuff, kitchen gadgets, hair, makeup, clothes, household essentials. It tell us to go out to these restaurants that give 2-star service, that has greasy food, instead of cooking and preparing our own foods at home. I just been rethinking, y'all. My grandparents, they had it right. But somewhere down the way, we got caught up in this system. But as I have these long drives now, I think about all that. When you own your own land, you have something to fall back on to sustain yourself. And that's why God wanted us to possess the land. Of course, when you're possessing the land, you can't be afraid. You can't be fearful of the things that you see. You can't get trapped. And a lot of us, including myself, got trapped in this system, but I'm slowly finding my way out. I'm rethinking some things, and I enjoy talking to you all about it. I am rewriting my own script. These long drives are an eye opener for me. I am reevaluating everything that I learned. Let me know what you all are rethinking. What are some of the things that you're doing to elevate your mind? You all know that I am a small channel, so I would appreciate it if you all leave a comment. That really helps the algorithm. But y'all, I don't drove 200 plus miles today, but I had to come and talk to you all because I really enjoy you all. I am enjoying the community. So that's all I have, you guys. I hope you all have a great day, and I look forward to talking to y'all in the comments.